Hello everyone, Pretty Scooter here. Welcome to the beginning of The Binding of Isaac, featuring the DLC of Wrath of the Lamb. Now my plan for this LP is basically just, it's more or less going to be another one of those fun LPs where I basically play through it, and try and enjoy myself. I'm going to play about an hour at a time when I do this, roughly. So each segment's going to be about an hour long, but then again, it's only going up on Saturdays unless the demand for it like skyrockets ninefold. A lot of you're hearing the music right now because a lot of you have asked that I use the music in the game for one of two reasons. The first reason, a lot of you said it was you wanted to hear the soundtrack for the game, which you are hearing it right now. The other reason is you didn't want to see any issues come up with copyright or anything like that through my personal music list on YouTube, which I didn't think about that, so thank you guys for that, for keeping me in mind in that regard. Now those of you that want to get this game, it's $10 and the DLC is $3. But if you keep your eyes out on Steam like it was during the recent Steam sale, you can sometimes find this game for as cheap as $2 for the game and its DLC combined. And then you can chip in a quarter for the soundtrack as well, which I did during the Steam summer sale. But outside of that, we'll go ahead and get started on this game without me just talking and rambling. Now I'm a little more experienced with how things work in this game, but by no means am I an expert. You will see me die a lot, and I'll try and make sure I keep this mouse out of the picture if you can see it at all right now. So, yeah, the screen that you're seeing here, you see the screen after being in the game like 5 or 6 times or more. But we'll go ahead, we'll get started. I've got all the characters unlocked except for one. Now, a lot of you wanted me to use Cain, and I will definitely use him later on. There was 1 or 2 votes for Eve as well. And no votes for anybody else, really. Now that you see the whole lineup at this point, who is who and whatnot, you can let me know if you would like me to change that up. A lot of you said Cain, and I will use Cain later on. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and stick with Isaac. Just to give you basically what it's like to first play the game as much as I possibly can. Once I get down to either fighting Mom, which unfortunately, spoiler, that's one of the boss fights in the game. When I get down to fighting Mom, or if I get further than that with Isaac, I'll go ahead and I'll switch over to Cain, because a lot of you want to see me play as him. So let's go ahead and get in here. Select Isaac. So, now the big thing you're going to notice, actually I want to make sure my volume's not too low for this game while I talk to you about this. Nope, it's at a perfect volume level. Now the first thing I want you to notice about this game is that right off the bat, it looks like something out of Legend of Zelda. The map is all set up in squares. You have arrows and another item. You know, just on the surface, this looks exactly like Legend of Zelda. Controls are being displayed right there, but I'll go over them again just so you know exactly how it works, and also teach you a few little ins and outs. Let's see, actually I have to click on the game window again, sorry. And that's a little bit of a spoiler for something I'm going to cover, but basically you move around with the WASD, WASD. Isaac is the most well-rounded of all the characters you can pick, so this is what you'll see for a common walk speed, so. For attacking you can use one of two things. You can either use the arrow keys, which is what I like to use because it allows me a little more precision. Or if you want to, you can use the mouse, which you can't, I don't know if you can see or not, but you can kind of move the mouse around and click. I don't like using this because if like you put it like right on the corner of Isaac, you'll find yourself kind of like swiveling your head around a lot like that. So, stop. Now, as you can see, Shift or E, and most commonly it's either E right next to W or left Shift, which would be pretty much on your pinky if your hands are positioned like they want you to play the game. It will drop a bomb. Isaac starts with a bomb. Not everyone else does. Other characters will start with a key, with money, things like that. If you're moving around and shooting, you can either increase the speed of your tiers or decrease them by moving to and away from them. Better examples if I do this, you know, move towards, increase the speed of my tiers, move away, slow them down. You can also curve your tiers by moving a direction, and by shooting one direction, moving another. Like you see, I'm curving my tiers left and right here. You can also curve them up and down, because you don't get any diagonal shots of any kind except for one weapon, but that weapon is rather broken and hard to use. Regardless of that, I think I've covered almost all the controls of how to play the Binding of Isaac, other than finding the special items in the game. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Going north. These spiders will only appear in the DLC. And I'll try and give you health specs as we go throughout this too, but spiders like this, they hop around in a slower manner than other enemies you can see that are like them. With Isaac, they take 5 hits to kill. Again, Isaac is basically the right down the middle for power and everything. Money. So yeah, those spiders take 5 hits to kill normally. And when you clear out a room, you have a chance of finding an item. I found a coin. And I found one of the 7 deadly sins. Gluttony. If you stand at any of the cardinal directions to him, he will more than likely shoot that blood red beam at you. But he can also shoot an 8-way shot. And that was it. In the normal version of Binding of Isaac, you unlock the ability to fight the 7 deadly sins. Hey, I can see the world. Let's do that. So yeah, that's Tarot card. You unlock the ability to fight the 7 deadly sins normally through the Binding of Isaac in the normal game. When you purchase the DLC, I think you automatically unlock the 7 deadly sins, and you can also fight their super and or ultra versions. These super versions are indeed harder, and they most likely appear in lower levels, and I'll talk more about lower levels. I got a tarot card. Tarot cards are in this game. Those of you that are familiar with the tarot card system, each one of them kind of does a ability similar to what the tarot card represents. The world. The world, as I picked up there, allows me to see the world. There are 21 tarot cards, I think? I don't know. Those of you who know tarot cards, let me know. But now that I've activated the tarot card, I can actually see the whole map. And I'm going to just follow along the upper left with me for a second here, but excuse me. The maps will consist of more rooms than what we're shown here. But the crown is an item room. When you're on the first floor, you can get into the item room no problem because it's a free power-up. When you're on lower levels, you need a key to enter the item room. The little penny coin symbol there, that's similar to the one at my own money account, that is a store. You can buy hearts, bombs, keys, power-up items, pills, and I'll talk more about some things that I haven't. I'll talk more about some of these items when I actually find them. But yeah, that shops can contain anything. If you want some of the power-ups, you need to have about 15 coins going in normally. Sometimes you can get lucky and go in there with 7 and it'll be in there for half price. So, now with this question mark in here, that basically means it's a hidden room. Hidden rooms are usually found in basically open spots in the map. Like if I hadn't used the world, the question mark would be a blank spot, and that's a good spot where the hidden room will be. With the Binding of Isaac DLC, there are 2 hidden rooms on each floor. Not even the world will reveal where the second room is. It is pure luck if you find it. The second room can contain many awesome things, and if you happen to find it, you are basically in heaven, so to say. Or you're in the money, in the making, in the showtime. Anyway, I was saying anyway a lot. To enter hidden rooms, all you gotta do, bomb on a wall. It will play that jingle so you know that you found it, similar to like Legend of Zelda. Walk in, And these hidden rooms will have anything you can imagine. They'll have, like for me, I managed to get lucky and get money. And sometimes we'll have what I will refer to them as vending machines of sorts, or lottery machines. They can also have items on rare occasion. Now, why I'm destroying that fires you saw there is that sometimes items like fire will have coins or keys or bombs in them. So will... Okay, it's not here, but... these enemies right here, they take 3 hits, and sometimes they split off, into just the body without the head. They will try and run you down if they get in sight with you, but they'll automatically run to you regardless if they've seen you first. Thank you for blowing yourself up. That, I don't know what these are called. These enemies are technically called. They basically will run away from you at any cost, and when you blow them up, 9 times out of 10, they'll have a bomb inside them. Here's a pill. Pills are gambles. Pills can have positive or negative effects, and you don't know which pill does what until you use it for the first time for each playthrough. Range up. Fantastic. Now I can shoot farther. And my item is Mom's underwear. Poop is another one of those things you can shoot for items. Mom's underwear gives you range. Anything that is part of Mom, that says Mom's X or whatnot, will generally give you range unless it's a used item, and used items are in your spacebar. We haven't found a used item, so I'm not talking too much on it yet. So my reward right now is basically near full room coverage with my tiers. Basically it means I'm a sniper. Sniper's a good job, mate. Challenge your work, add doors. I guarantee you won't go angry. Strength. The Strength Tarot card will give you increased damage and a temporary a red heart. There are other kinds of hearts, and I'll go over them when we find them. And it will give you another red heart for the duration of the room you use it in. More hoppers. It's a hopper. Why am I referencing that stupid commercial or anything? Now I didn't talk about it before, but shops, as you see here. Shops will always require keys to be opened. So, and I know this just by my... Fuck you. Just because my buddy likes to play as him, I prefer to play as Isaac. When you play as Cain, you automatically start out with a key instead of a bomb. And I can't get that key because it's surrounded by rocks. I can't even like try and clip into it because I'm getting pushed around, as you can kind of see me twitching there. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go fight a boss. First floor bosses are usually 1 of 3. This is the DLC boss, so this is... Normally it's only 1 of 2 bosses. This is the DLC boss, the Widow, which is a spider that jumps around and makes more spiders, and also makes other things. Spiders, little spiders like this will take 2 hits, just like flies just before them. What he's spawning is web sacks, I believe is what they're called. They can also spawn spiders. This boss just specializes in trying to keep you slowed down and make more spiders. And hurts me. I'm hanging on to the strength card because I've dealt with harder bosses. And I thought I heard my name. But typically your first boss you fight is not that hard. As soon as you defeat him, you still have to get rid of any little adds or additional enemies he spawns to finish the room. Now that we've done that, we've beaten the boss, and the boss will always drop you an item. Each boss does have a set number of items that will drop you. I think I got one of the actually rare items that the boss can drop, which is Pageant Boy. Gives me, it basically puts a crown on my head, but instantly drops me a lot of money. I'm picking up pennies right now, but that is a dime. 10 coins. 10 points for Gryffindor. Oh, I left a heart behind. I'm gonna go back to Gluttony's room and just get the heart. Before we, that hole basically leads down to the next level. When you go down a level, you cannot go back up at all. Once you're down, that's it. Finito kaput. Complete. You cannot go back down or back up. which is why this game is hard in that respect, is that you can't backtrack. It's a roguelike in that aspect of, once you've done something, you can't undo it. Well, except for dying, oddly enough, but more on that if that comes up. And then we have a little scene. Oh, Isaac. Well, I think that's going to do it for this portion of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. Join me next time when we go... Well, we go through Cellar 2, Basement 2. I'll see you then.